Which of your characters would you say was the most fun to write?
That's interesting. Fun to write. I would have to say Kansu. Well, he's my favorite character, believe it or not.
Really? Okay.
Yes. I can't think it's because he's more representative of the bigger themes that I was, trying to tackle in this novel. So I use him to basically explore the greater themes of destiny and fate and gods and being a part of something greater than you are. But I think is he the character I enjoy writing the most? Yes, but I think Katsa is much more fun as a character because she's more the adventurer. But in terms of writing, I find him easier to write because he's more cerebral. As I said, he's written to kind of, help the reader to understand and explore the greater themes of the story and understand the world a little bit more. But Katsa is the one that does all the crazy stuff, so she's fun to write as well. I sometimes would worry with her that I maybe have gone too far in terms of making her a little bit more aggressive. But I think it's difficult. I do feel as if Kansu is my favorite to write between the two of them, but she's a close second.
Are you one of those authors where the characters develop a life of their own, or are you fully in control the whole time?
That's interesting. I try to keep in control, but I do this thing now where if this is where the characters go, and just let them go there. Let's allow that to go to its natural conclusion. So it would seem that I tried to, as I said with Kansu, use him to explore the greater themes of the novel, but I also feel that's natural. So one of the things that I try to get across in this novel is that there's a theme of free will versus destiny and fate, and that these two things are always in conflict. But one of the things you'll find is both characters will eventually kind of embrace their destiny. So because of that, there's not any real conflict in trying to control the characters, because that's where they end up naturally, just based on who they are. And but yeah, that's interesting. I do write characters to sort of be representative of certain ideas, but I also don't completely control them if there's no, as long as they're not in conflict with themselves, like the character did this, and then by the end of it the character is doing something else, and it's like,
As long as they're consistent.
as long as they're consistent, I don't try to control where they end up.